What's up, everybody? It's Radic, blah blah. Who cares? Who fucking cares? Remember Freedom Wars? Remember this? Remember this fucking game on PlayStation Vita 10 years ago? Come on, focus. Remember this game? Freedom Wars is getting remastered. What? Alright, so I'm sorry for like the low effort video this time around, but like I have to talk about this right now. It's like 9:30 p.m. EST. I have work tomorrow, but again, I don't give a fuck. This is way too important. So let's watch the trailer, which I already watched a bunch of times, so you're not gonna get like a genuine reaction, but whatever, it is what it is. I can't believe this is real, dude. I still can't believe it, by the way. Yeah, so in the original Freedom Wars, you're a prisoner. It's like pretty like a dystopian future, and pretty much to shave off your prison sentence, you gotta do a bunch of dangerous missions, right? And those dangerous missions, you know, pretty much revolve in killing these giant robots. There's a lot more to it, a lot more nuance in the game for sure, but I'll make that another video. Let's just keep watching. All right, lots of information here, just like information overload. All right, so the first thing I want to point to actually is this right here. In the fine print, you see Freedom Wars is a registered trademark of Sony Interactive Entertainment LLC and related companies in the United States and other countries, published by Bandai Namco Entertainment Incorporated. So what this means to me is Sony clearly still owns Freedom Wars. It's still their IP. What this reeks of is a situation that happened last year with this game right here, Fantavision 2020X. So Fantavision 2020X was published by a company called Cosmo Machia. They developed the game also, but again, they do not own the Fantavision IP. Sony did not sell that off. It is still a PlayStation franchise, and that's what's happening with Freedom Wars right here. And the other most obvious thing is that this game is also coming to Nintendo Switch and Steam. So Steam was, you know, I thought if Freedom Wars was ever going to get remastered like this, it was obviously going to come to Steam. But the Nintendo Switch angle is interesting. Obviously, Sony's experimenting with Nintendo Switch a lot. They've done MLB The Show for a few years now. LEGO Horizon Adventures is coming to Switch later this holiday. And now the third IP, Freedom Wars, is coming to Nintendo Switch. And that's awesome. I think it's going to be fantastic to see more people experience Freedom Wars. A very cult classic style game in the PlayStation library. And the fact that Bandai Namco and Dimps are involved is interesting. I do find it fascinating that Sony's like refusing. It's clear that Sony did not want to put any money in this themselves. So I think what they're trying to do nowadays is experiment more with their lesser known IP. It's like, alright, fine, we'll just license this out to Publisher X or Publisher Y, and they can do whatever they want with it. We still own the intellectual property of the franchise. And I would rather have that than nothing. Alright, I still think it's weird that Sony's not doing it themselves, but again, better than nothing. Fucking Freedom Wars is getting remastered, can't complain. But we actually have even more details to go over, so let's look at the PlayStation blog post right now. Okay, so on the Japanese PlayStation blog, they have a full interview. Journalists went in to demo the game. And this is, like, I can't believe, this is, like, such a random announcement, too. It's, like, middle of Tuesday night they just announced this, which is great. Fucking, this is awesome. It's probably the morning, I don't know the time zone in Japan right now, but it probably makes more sense for a Japanese announcement at the time. Let me know in the comments if I'm correct on that. I might be wrong, whatever. Okay, sorry, I'm talking too fast, man. Okay, Freedom Wars, it's coming back. Freedom Wars is coming back. Let's fucking go. Okay. So, the PS blog, I read through it, and sorry to fucking pimp my own shit. I know it's kind of cringe, but let's just go through my summary right here. So, the most important notes I found out through this PS blog post is no crossplay between PlayStation, PC, and Switch, but there will be crossplay between PS5 and PS4. Kind of disappointing, I'm not gonna lie, but one thing I am hoping for is at least give us a cross-save progression. I would love to carry my save file and my data from PS5 to PC, and vice versa. I think that would be pretty cool. New control scheme, so obviously because, you know, R2, L2. Not on the Vita, no R2, L2. I'm not counting the back touch, So that's going to make it way more smooth to play, and they also mentioned that you can fully customize your controls in the remastered version, so that's also great. New English voice cast, and I assume the Japanese voice cast is still there if you want to turn that toggle on or off. No new ending, so I actually have been seeing a lot of people request this or suggest this because the ending was kind of, abrupt. There's a lot of loose ends, let's just say. There's a lot of loose ends in the ending. Alright, so they ask, is it possible that a new ending was added that wasn't in the original version? And Tsukamoto answers, it was one of those things I really wanted to do, but this time I tried not to change the original as much as possible, especially about the story. If we were to make a sequel, I thought there would be people who were looking forward to that part, so I decided to take the chance to write a new story when making a sequel. So, again, no new ending as of right now, but I think they clearly want to make a sequel. I really hope this does well enough that Sony just lets them use the IP again. It's like, yeah, sure, make a sequel. Who cares? Fingers crossed. All DLC bundled in, awesome. Hopefully the pre-order bonuses are bundled in too. I am worried about that. No new weapons or enemies. Fine, makes sense. All players worldwide will play in the map of Japan, unlike the original where it had locations worldwide. Okay, so I kind of have to explain this part. When you boot up Freedom Wars on PS Vita, you're asked to pick a location, right? And usually it's the most local one to you. The one I picked was Toronto because I live in Toronto. But it looks like in the remastered version, everyone will just be the map of Japan. It's going to be Tokyo or Okinawa. So those are the two areas where you can choose to be. Again, I don't know why they changed that for the remastered version, but this is one of those instances where beggars can't be choosers. I'm just happy it's happening at all, so again, I'll take it. And no confirmation on price point, so price to be determined. I don't think this is going to be a $60 game or $70 game. It might be, if I had to guess, the maximum would be $40 USD, which I think is a totally fair and reasonable price, which would be awesome. And also, it's not mentioned here, but this game is going to be 4K 60, which is great. It is a Vita game, so it's not really that hard to upscale it, but it's also great to know. Yeah, bro, I can't believe it, dude. I can't believe it. So, I just wanted to make this impromptu video right now. I'll make a more detailed, proper one later in the week because I have to talk about this game more. Freedom Wars is awesome. I can't wait for a new generation of gamers to play this game. It's so damn good. It's up to 8 players online, both in co-op and competitive modes. So I can't believe I'm gonna play Freedom Wars online again. Holy shit, dude, this is awesome. Anyways, that's it from me. Subscribe to my channel, like or dislike, comment, let me know what you think of Freedom Wars Remastered. Are you gonna buy it? And yeah, buy Freedom Wars Remastered, everybody. Peace.